been great. It's been challenging, but I came to this place to be challenged. Definitely could not have done it without the upperclassmen. They've been great to me. They've taken me in right from the beginning. Um, Really helping me with the stuff that I was struggling with early, like learning the playbook and just making sure that all my fundamentals were good. So definitely kudos to them for like getting me to where I am right now.
Very good. Now, what is it like? I've asked Army centers this question in the past. When you're leading your team up to the line of scrimmage and you're seeing the name Syracuse across the line, or you see Boston College or one of these big name teams, what is it like for you as a center going up against opposition like that as a freshman?
No, it's great. I mean, that's what everybody wants to do. They want to play big time football, and you want to play great teams like Syracuse and Boston College. Obviously, great football teams, and we pride ourselves on offense to go up against anybody and like treat everybody as like they're just a normal guy. And every team we play is a great football team. They're all well coached, so it just comes down to playing five like one. That's our motto. So.
Hey, just to ask you, how do you manage as a freshman at West Point all the things that you got to do and getting used to the academics and the military and the plebe responsibilities? How do you handle that and then go out and start on the football team on Saturdays?
Yes, sir. It's definitely a challenge. Definitely long nights, making sure I get everything done. But the support system here is great. I mean, I get so much help both in school, in the barracks, like from the company. Like they're all great. They're if you show effort, they're willing to help you out. And everybody knows my situation, so they're always willing to help me and like drop what they're doing to make sure they can help me and get all my stuff done. So definitely they've done a great job making sure that I'm able to still do football and still be good in school and in the barracks. So
Very impressive. Good to see you tonight.
thank you, sir. You too.
We got Ken and Sal.
Hey, Brady, Ken McMillan from the Times Herald Record.
How you doing, sir?
Good. Brady, I mean, honestly, how much of a chance did you give yourself to be a starter in this lineup at the start of, say, preseason practice?
I just kept working each day. Kind of just playing physical, playing fast. I mean, good things happen when you just play hard, and it's very easy with the group of guys that I'm around to kind of just let it loose, play, have fun, play football, and then, just play physical. So I mean, definitely the environment that I'm in is super nice for me because that's my mindset and that's how I love to play football. So it just really came pretty easy to fit in and, gain a spot.
I'm sure the coaches were giving you positive reinforcement along the way, but do you know when you were told that, hey, you had won the job?
Um, it was just practicing, with the team and just making sure that basically everybody knew what they were supposed to do first. And then kind of after our last scrimmage I was rolling with the ones. And as a unit, we were all doing really well together, kind of molding as a unit and kind of just went from there. So
I know it's a team thing, but how proud of yourself were you?
it was very, I mean, it was a good experience for me. I definitely was happy for myself, but at the end of the day, like you said, it's all about the team and it's not about me and what I can do as a freshman to make sure that this senior class and the juniors and sophomores, what I can do to help them win, do my 111th.
Obviously, things haven't gone perfect, but how do you feel about the progress you've been making?
We get better every day of practice. I mean, just like today, we had a great Tuesday practice. I mean, everybody's still bought in. You lose tough games to good opponents. So, I mean, stuff happens. That's football. We don't let that bother us. And, we're moving on to Troy. Great team, very well coached. So, on to the next opponent.
I know you're playing Troy this week, but since we may not talk to you before next week, how do you feel about being a college football fan and you're going to LSU next week?
Yes, sir. I mean, it's a great experience. I mean, another reason why I came here to play against great football teams. But yeah, I mean, not really looking too far ahead to that. One game at a time. Game planning for Troy, making sure we do what we have to do and handle business.
And lastly, just, what makes a successful center, and are you doing it?
I mean, I feel like being a successful center is not doing too much, just doing your job and making sure that your ID in boxes and you're making sure everybody knows everybody's on the same page. So, I mean, I feel like I've been doing a good job of that. Obviously, can continue to get better, and I have been getting better due to all the upperclassmen, and we're molding more as a unit, which is which is really good, and honestly, just continuing to grow as a person and grow as a ball player.
Oh, I'm sorry, one more. Why West Point? Why'd you decide to come here?
Yeah, I chose to come here. Obviously, one of the most rigorous schools in the country, both academically and athletically. So, I mean, I just always wanted to challenge myself my whole life, and there's no place like West Point. I mean, once I stepped on campus here, I fell in love with everything. So, definitely great spot, and I'm so happy with the choice that I made.
Well, I'm curious. Aside from football, what do you in love with West Point?
Just the rigorous academics and always being challenged not only in football but in the classroom. I mean, this place is tough, and just always being challenged every day, and like having not being able to be complacent, which is really good because complacency, can lead to like no growth. So just always being challenged is super, super good. And I really love that about this place.
Have you always been that way?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Hey, Brady, it's Sal from Black Knight Nation. How are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Good. Do you remember when you first snapped the ball, like in a game? Were you always a center? Were you like in Pop Warner a center, or when was like your first snap?
Yeah. So in high school, I never even played center. In high school, I was mainly a defensive lineman. They actually moved me over to, I played guard in high school. Got moved over to center uh, at the prep school, and then I continued playing center, and the rest was history.
Wow, because I'm thinking about like Saturday against Boston College, and the conditions weren't ideal to snap the ball at all. But yet, from what I can recall, your snaps were on point. Did you have to do anything mentally or anything different in that game, or no?
Um, yeah, I mean, when the ball is wet, it's harder to snap. But honestly, just not thinking about it and just playing football. I mean, at the end of the day, like it just becomes another thing, just snapping the ball because you still have to do your assignment and block a guy. So